Salukis, I'm Anna Toomey with the SIU Foundation, and I'm coming to you from inside the Morris Lodge at Touch of Nature Outdoor Education Center, a facility Salukis have loved for decades. And we're going to learn about some of the important fundraising initiatives they're working on here. Joining me now is Director of the Center, Brian Croft, and Assistant Director, Sydney Allen. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks for being here.
So we're here today, and we actually talked about these cabins in our last Day of Giving video. You guys were looking to upgrade them, and now you have. Tell us the story behind that.
Well, I feel kind of weird. Normally when you come visit us, we're always outside,
Yeah.
but we're actually inside right now. So we're inside Morris Lodge, and this is part of sort of our Camp 2 renovation. It's going to take place hopefully over the next 5 years. And one of the things we've learned from our campers is when Touch of Nature was built in the 1950s, air conditioning wasn't really a thing. But I don't know about you, but I like air conditioning. I love being outside, but it's nice to come in. And so what we realized is it was really time for us to focus on modernizing our lodging facilities to make it more comfortable, better access to bathrooms, and again, to meet all of our clients' needs, whether they're campers with wheelchairs or school groups or community members.
Yeah. And Sydney, I know this is a big deal for programming. Tell us how that helps with that.
Yeah, I think that these renovations can really benefit our participants and clients from age 8 to age 100, right? And it was purpose-built with the idea that we could house more people. So the capacity of this particular facility has doubled from 18 to 36. Additionally, we added air conditioning, as Brian said. And when we look at certain populations, like folks that might have mobility impairments per se, this space has access to a bathroom in the building. Whereas previously they may have had to leave a cabin, go to a shower house, and given inclement weather and all of these other things. So it really is a boost for that particular population, but we know at our center that inclusion benefits everyone.
Absolutely. No, these are awesome upgrades, and it's just awesome to see how donor dollars have helped create something you guys are trying to do. So we're standing in the renovations you're hoping to make in other places. Can you guys show us around a bit? What are the upgrades you're able to make?
Let's go HGTV with this thing.
Absolutely.
So this is what we call Camp Chic, right? You'll notice the rustic wood panel walls, but really what we did, again, a lot of the stuff you'll see is we were able to add some air conditioners over here. A lot of the floors needed to be changed and addressed. And so that's really in this main room, again, a space where not only do campers meet, but again, we've actually had staff retreats out here. Yeah. We've had people come and stay. They can use this as a conference table. We have a little kitchenette here. So it's our community members, it's everybody, which is really exciting.
And it looks amazing in here. I mean, it feels fantastic. I'm sure the campers appreciate that air conditioning like you were talking about. It gets hot out here in the summer. And we're going to go check out some of the actual rooms now.
So again, you'll see one of the other big upgrades we're really excited about is if you come in, you'll notice we were able to purchase bunk beds.
Yeah.
So what this room looked like before is this was actually 2 separate rooms.
Yeah.
And so we took out this wall, we added bunk beds. So again, as Sydney said, we've doubled our capacity. And then also by doing that, we were able to put in these air conditioning units. And they're both heating and air. So it really makes Touch of Nature a 12-month facility now. So regardless of the time of year, there's a place for you to come in. Again, we want to get you outside, but if you need a place to escape from the weather, whether it's hot or cold, we now have that here.
Exactly. I even think in this facility, there might have been 2 beds to a room. And that kind of limits your ability to build community, right? And so you think about now you've got 8 people in this room. And maybe that's a family for our music festival, but maybe that's a group of 6th graders for an overnight experience. And they're more able to build community in that atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a very functional setup in here. And you were telling us, Sydney, so you guys went from, I think it was 18 to 36 here in this lodge, right?
Yes, you've got it, 18 to 36. And so that can fit about half of a typical residential school group. So eventually, hopefully, when we finish the other one, we'll be able to put all of our school groups in these lodges.
Yeah, this is huge when you guys are dealing with groups that are in the hundreds. They need more space. And so they're hoping to make these type of renovations to other lodges. We're going to go check that out now. So we just left Morris Lodge, which was looking real nice. And now we're headed into Shawnee Lodge, which could use a little help and some love.
You know, when you run an outdoor center, there's a fine line between rustic and janky, and we have to follow that line, right? So come on in and I'll kind of show you.
Okay.
So again, this is the common area. Notice again, looking at Morris, like the floors are definitely in need of some love. And in fact, you'll see some places where they really need some love. Don't get too close to the one air conditioner because you'll freeze.
This is for the whole building.
The whole building. So if you get the room all the way down there, it's not going to be a good night for you.
Yeah, that's rough on the campers.
So come on down and I'll show you some of the rooms. And again, if you remember, here's a great one.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Actually, so I'll just use that. I'll put in right there.
So here's a great one. We talk about the floors, like come on in.
Yeah.
So again, you'll notice, look how small the room is, right? So what we were able to do with the other one is we removed this wall, opens up, and again, it gives more of that camp feel.
Yeah.
And then we were able to do bunk beds, but again, you see we've got some missing tiles down there.
Yeah.
We've got some floors. So again, just a little facelift just makes this such, it's a more welcoming space. And again, we're introducing a lot of people to the outdoors. So yes, we want it to be rustic, but we want them to be comfortable.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. And this is one that probably does not have bathrooms in this building?
This one does have
bathrooms.
bathrooms. Yeah, and so that's actually why we're choosing to renovate these as opposed to rebuild, because this structurally has what we need. So by remodeling this, it's actually saving us a whole bunch of money as opposed to building something brand new. So we're actually taking our existing facilities and making them work for us.
Okay. And what does it take financially to rehab a building like this?
So Morris, what you just saw, depending on what happens when we, like any renovation, you start gutting some stuff, you find some things, but it's anywhere between $90,000 and $110,000 to do what we did with Morris. Right. Yeah.
Right. And such important improvements, because as we've been talking about, this is about the overall well-being of campers and your ability to bring in more groups and bigger groups, I imagine.
There's three things that when you have a camp experience that ruin it for you. And it's the food, it's where you sleep, and where you go to the bathroom. And so as great as our programming is, and I'm biased, but it's amazing, we have to address this because we can have great climbing walls and archery ranges and everything, but if they're not comfortable sleeping, if they're not fed appropriately, if they don't have a clean place to go to the bathroom, that will affect their whole experience out here.
It comes down to the basic necessities. And you guys really do so much here at Touch of Nature. I just want to highlight that. Brian, can you tell us about some of the events you have coming up this fall alone?
Yeah, so talk about who would use this building, right? Yeah. So dog days, we welcome 100 to 150 students every year. And then we serve, we have our Camp Beta, which is our camp with SIH for kiddos with type 1 diabetes. We will have Becoming an Outdoor Woman, which is our partner program with IDNR. And then we even have our Little Grassy Get Down, which is quickly becoming the premier music festival in Southern Illinois. And that's just coming up in the next couple months. So that's not even getting into our school groups in the spring, our summer camps in the summer. So what's great about this is we serve people from 9 to 99, and these upgrades will affect every single program.
Absolutely. Brian, thank you so much for showing us this. Touch of Nature, such a worthy cause to support on the Day of Giving. Don't forget to make your gift today at siuday.siu.edu. Thank you so much for your generosity, and go Dogs!